Welcome to Trivia Clips. Think you know the darkest icon in rock? Let's test your knowledge of Marilyn Manson's twisted world. Here comes part 1 of this extreme trivia challenge. 1. What inspired Manson's stage name? A. A cult and a president. B. A model and a killer. C. A movie and a band. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, B. A model and a killer. He combined Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson. The idea was to reflect beauty and horror in one name. This duality became his core artistic theme. The shock value wasn't random, it was symbolic. It challenged how the media glorifies both fame and violence. His name alone made a statement before the music even began. 2. What city did Manson form his first band in? A. New York. B. Los Angeles. C. Fort Lauderdale. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, C. Fort Lauderdale. In Florida, he formed Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids. The band mixed performance art with horror themes. South Florida's underground scene embraced them. They were known for theatrical, chaotic live shows. This era built the foundation of his fan base. Before fame, Manson was already a local legend. 3. Who produced Antichrist Superstar? A. Rick Rubin. B. Trent Reznor. C. Butch Vig. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, B. Trent Reznor. Reznor of 9 Inch Nails was his early mentor. He produced the album and helped shape its aggressive tone. Their collaboration pushed Manson into the spotlight. The album was raw, industrial, and controversial. It became a defining release of 1990s shock rock. Reznor and Manson later had a falling out. 4. What year was Mechanical Animals released? A. 1996. B. 1998. C. 2000. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, B. 1998. It marked a dramatic shift in sound and image. Manson took on the glam alter ego Omega. The style was more Bowie than Black Sabbath. Fans were divided, but critics praised the risk. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200. It showed Manson's versatility as an artist. 5. What novel deeply influenced Hollywood? A. Brave New World. B. The Catcher in the Rye. C. 1984. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, A. Brave New World. The album blends dystopia, religion, and media critique. Manson envisioned a world ruled by fame and illusion. He references Aldous Huxley throughout the lyrics and concept. It was part of a loose concept trilogy. The themes were more literary and philosophical than ever. It was both brutal and brilliant. 6. What infamous event wrongly linked Manson to real-world violence? A. 9/11. B. Columbine. C. Sandy Hook. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, B. Columbine. He was falsely blamed for influencing the shooters. In reality, the shooters weren't fans of his music. Manson became a scapegoat for moral panic. He responded with powerful statements on media responsibility. This moment deeply affected his public image. It also sparked discussions about art and blame. 7. Which of these is not a Marilyn Manson song? A. The Dope Show. B. Tourniquet. C. Animal I Have Become. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, C. Animal I Have Become. That's actually a song by 3 Days Grace. Manson's music often gets confused with other dark rock acts. He did write Tourniquet and The Dope Show. Both were major singles from key albums. The confusion shows his influence on the genre, but every lyric of his is unmistakably personal. 8. Manson painted which public figure in his art collection? A. Adolf Hitler. B. George W. Bush. C. Jesus Christ. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, A. Adolf Hitler. His watercolor paintings stirred major controversy. He painted dictators, popes, and celebrities alike. The art aimed to challenge perception and provoke thought. It was never meant to glorify, only to confront. Manson's visual art is disturbing but deliberate. Like his music, it walks the edge of taboo. End of part 1. You survived the first half. How many did you get right? Grab a drink and brace yourself. Part 2 goes even deeper into Manson's legacy, lyrics, and twisted evolution. Let's keep this ride going. Fire and drama. Welcome back to Trivia Clips. You made it through the darkness. Now let's go deeper. Here comes part 2 of the Marilyn Manson Trivia Challenge. 11. Which religion did Manson get ordained into symbolically? A. Satanism. B. Wicca. C. Gnosticism. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, A. Satanism. He was ordained by Church of Satan leader Anton LaVey. It was more symbolic than spiritual for Manson. He doesn't worship Satan. He uses it to provoke. For him, Satanism represents individualism and rebellion. The move cemented his role as a cultural antagonist. It made headlines around the world. 12. What is the theme of the song Coma White? A. Drugs and fame. B. Religion and death. C. War and politics. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, A. Drugs and fame. It's one of his most emotional and cinematic songs. The lyrics reflect addiction, numbness, and idol worship. The video recreates JFK's assassination in a surreal tone. Manson called it a song about loss of feeling. It closes the Mechanical Animals album dramatically, a rare moment of vulnerability in his discography. 13. Who is featured in the duet Tattooed in Reverse? A. Halsey B. Courtney Love C. Lisa Marie Presley. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, B. Courtney Love. The song was part of his 2017 album Heaven Upside Down. It had a gritty industrial rock feel. Love appeared in the music video, intensifying its message. The track deals with trauma and transformation. It marked a reunion of two 90s icons. Their chemistry was chaotic, but magnetic. 14. Which artist did Manson open for in his early years? A. Ozzy Osbourne. B. Slayer. C. 9 Inch Nails. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, C. 9 Inch Nails. Trent Reznor gave Manson his first big tour slots. The two acts shared a similar industrial sound. Reznor also signed Manson to his label Nothing Records. Together they toured during the Downward Spiral era. This exposed Manson to huge audiences. It was the spark that ignited his rise. 15. What alias did Manson use in Mechanical Animals? A. Omega. B. Lucifer. C. Omega Zero. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, A. Omega. He embodied a glam rock alien figure. It was part Bowie, part machine, all theater. The character allowed him to explore fame and detachment. Visually, it was his most drastic reinvention. It confused many but captivated others. Omega remains a bold chapter in his evolution. 16. What genre does Manson not typically explore? A. Industrial. B. Folk. C. Shock rock. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, B. Folk. He's known for industrial, metal, and goth aesthetics. His sound is loud, abrasive, and cinematic. Acoustic or folk styles are outside his signature. Even ballads have a dark, synthetic tone. He rarely ventures into stripped-down arrangements. His music is designed to unsettle, not soothe. 17. What cover song became one of his biggest hits? A. Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. B. Paint It Black. C. Hurt. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, A. Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Originally by Eurythmics, Manson made it haunting. The video is nightmarish and unforgettable. It became a fan favorite and launched his fame. It was the breakout single from Smells Like Children. The song redefined what a cover could be. It's still a staple of his live shows. 18. What fashion designer did Manson collaborate with? A. Alexander McQueen. B. Rick Owens. C. Jean-Paul Gaultier. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer. B. Rick Owens. Manson appeared in runway shows and campaigns. His gothic avant-garde style matched Owens's aesthetic. He's long embraced high fashion with dark edge. It blurred the line between rock and couture. Manson even dated burlesque star Dita Von Teese. Style was always part of his persona. End of part 2. Subscribe for more epic rock trivia every week. And remember, controversy fades, but legacy lasts.